Emotional reactivity derails productivity faster than anything else. Companies invest so much on strategy and training, but none of it works if employees can't manage their emotions.
I was at the top of my game and then I'm showing up to work. I don't want to do anything, I can't do anything, and I'm getting into fights with coworkers. Now, when teams and companies bring me in to work with either their individual employees or their leadership, I help them navigate whatever complex and unique challenges that they have. People are overwhelmed, they're stressed out, they're feeling the pressure, they don't know what to do.
Brian is going to represent all of those things, okay? Brian can represent
coming at each other, right? She's in survival mode, I'm in stress response, we can't figure out why we can't just work together. But she's blaming me and I'm blaming her, and we never get anywhere.
just hobbling around life with all of that stuff.
It kind of highlighted areas where you don't necessarily think about until you're faced with it. You don't necessarily think about the high stress moments when you're not in a high stress moment.
It's not just about managing your emotions. It's about unlocking your full potential as a leader. That's where I come in. I teach people how to de-escalate themselves first so that they can think and act more strategically. Team building, culture, management, leadership. I've been in the public sector and the private sector for the last 19 years, and regardless of the label you put on it, it really comes down to how people show up, how they react, and how they communicate. Today, you'll walk away with a 3-step system so that whether it's you or others that are being difficult, you know how to navigate. Number 1, you'll be able to evaluate your emotions.
What does this side say?
Big deal.
What does this side say?
Little deal.
Number 2, you'll be able to de-escalate yourself instantly.
Use it as a lens to be able to work through a project. So when those times get hard, when there's stress, when there's pressure, you're working up against a tight deadline, maybe low budget, no resources, and everyone's panicking, except for Sarah.
And number 3, you'll be able to navigate forward and make decisions with composure and strategy.
And that'll help everyone start thinking differently about what the problem is at hand. And it lowers the temperature in the room, and it gives everybody out of their emotional brain that's just in panic mode and stress mode, and instead really gets people into action.
I loved it. She was excellent to work with from an event coordinator standpoint.
What Nat's talking about is super important for business owners because that's what we deal with in the real world. I'm with a lot of employees, a lot of different personalities.
I was throwing adult tantrums.
Oh man, Nat was awesome. It's engaging. She's like a magnet. You want to be so close to her.
Not only did she bring the energy, she brought the fun. She had us bouncing balloons all over the place. She shared her heart with.
Felt understood, related to her story, something that you kind of sometimes pent up yourself, and it's comforting to talk about with others.
So what you're feeling, it's normal, but you don't have to live in that constant state.
You don't need to go to a quiet place like meditating or anything like that. You can go to the restroom and ask yourself this question, then go back out and get through your day.
And it just totally changes the perspective of a whole challenging situation.
They're only as good as the strategy with the players that they have. They can't make any of the pieces do something different.
Best of all, how to leverage the people that are already around you.
I was taking note to stay engaged.
She can advance a business to the next level.
I recommend her for any conference or any event that you have.
Want to be inspired? You need Nat Trodahl at your next event.
And the result? Confident leaders, aligned teams, and absolutely extraordinary results.